Welcome back to the RTF podcast, where we refresh your feed so you don't have to. My name is Matt. Their names are Matt and Tishan, and you're watching episode 46. But yeah, episode 46, Matt, Tishan. We have a very special guest here, Matt. Very special.
Why?
Well, Matt, you're very special, bro. You're a very special guy.
Yeah.
People who don't know.
I met him about 10 minutes ago, and he's already special, so.
Very special guy.
Extremely
For those who don't know, it's my longtime friend Tishan Gibbs. Give him a little round of applause. Throwing the fucking laugh track in there, or the applause track.
What are you laughing at?
No, pause track or applause track, whatever.
I'm laughing at you.
And Matt, you missed an episode, skipped an episode.
It wasn't by choice.
Oh, come on. I knew it was coming, bro. I knew it was
Why did you bring it up?
No, we're chilling.
No, we're fine. It's fine.
We're chilling. Luckily,
Yes,
got to have Mark on last week. It was a good time.
Did miss an episode.
And now we got, obviously, the best. Mm-hmm. Best in the biz, Tishan Gibbs.
So
Welcome.
You met me like 10 minutes ago, but like 2 years ago we met playing Warzone.
That's
Low
true.
key, yeah.
That's true.
And not face to face, obviously.
Face to
fucking
face,
Warzone.
man. Face to
Yeah,
the
first time face to face. Yeah. I wanted to start with just a little bit about like your background and shit like that, and like how we met, like in the past. To be fair, it's actually we were chilling. For those who don't know, Tishan and I went to college together.
I still don't know how we first talked, bro.
Yeah, like actually,
I just don't know.
This is so long. Taking that was like
architecture?
5 years ago. Yeah, so we went to George Brown together for architecture.
Very nice.
Whatever, we just ended up being friends and shit, and then taking the whole time. Okay, well, I'll tell you, like, remember we first were boys and what I thought you were, and everyone thought you were? Where you're from?
Jamaican,
bro.
Always Jamaican.
So stereotypical, though. Like, that's like, we talk about this all the time, but like, how like that's what only people like.
I mean, I understand it, bro. That's all they know.
Yeah, that's all anyone knows is like, especially if you have like slight of an accent, like Caribbean accent, is like. Automatically, people just assume it's Jamaican.
Yeah, like before I came up here, like I would classify like both of you as white.
Yeah,
but you're Italian.
Like yeah, but we are like kind of. I guess there's like whites. Like there's like so much shit. Like so many divisions. Yeah,
I just didn't know. So I understand, but it cheesed me though.
Well, yeah, it got you angry. It used to get you angry, bear. Yeah, I remember people would be like, "Oh, you're from Jamaica," because you would just have like the like whatever Caribbean accent, but like same. Okay, so for those who don't know, you're from St.Maarten, if you know. St.Maarten is like not something I called it at all, which is kind of crazy. Do you remember what I first called it?
No, I don't.
I don't know if it's you were explain like you can explain
I think it was St.Maarten.
Yeah.
Some shit
no, that's the way I say it.
That's the way you say it, right?
Oh,
that's the French side.
Yeah. No, there's the Dutch and then there's
and
French.
Side is like
Saint-Maarten. But you're from the Dutch.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So what was like when you grew up there? It was like a obvious like division between the two. So I don't get like how that works.
It kind of is, yeah. Not really, but yeah, it kind of is.
Like you can notice, like you'll notice.
You'll know the accent alone. You'll know, like you can hear accent from me, but there's two different accents on that island.
Is it like
it's French and Dutch?
Is it like if you were to drive into Quebec here, it's like you know that
yeah
but Quebec
right?
but
you hear a French in their accent, right?
But you guys, you hear the French in their accent. But you speak Dutch on the Dutch side, and then they speak French on the French side, no?
Kind of. But
or it's
basically,
like, it's like dialect, like a...
It's dialect. It's more dialect to like... So our English is like mostly plain English.
Yeah.
But their English is just fucked.
Oh, is it? Like, I feel like it'd be interesting to get somebody from the French side.
I mean,
and like what they would say about people from the Dutch side.
You barely understand me when I use my accent, so you're not gonna understand.
No, but like I want to know what they would say about like people from the Dutch side. Like, is it like a fucking like do people like talk shit?
They probably think that we're like fucking like smarter version of like St.Maarten and shit. Some of them probably think that. Yeah, honestly.
But like St.Maarten for me was always like place people to go on vacation and like what. And
it is. It's a great vacation place.
Yeah, especially like I sent you that video. It's like famous for that fucking airplane shit.
Bro, it's so overrated. Well, no, not really. It's you don't see that anywhere else.
Yeah,
for me, it's overrated. I live there, so
yeah, it's kind of fucked though. It's like St.Maarten. There's like a area, like a beach area that's like right beside a runway. You know, you familiar?
Everyone's seen it at least once. If you're on your phone,
yeah.
That shit would scare the fuck out of me. Without knowing that, like, it would scare the fuck out of me.
My parents had their honeymoon there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so nice there.
Yeah. You said you went there, right? Or you lied?
No, I've been there. One time on vacation. Yeah. It's like the things like the plane like literally like almost touches your face, bro. It's like so close. Like the wheels are the closest.
That's fair.
But it's whatever.
Yeah, it's whatever.
No, so yeah, we met in college, but like obviously I didn't know that. I didn't know you were from St. Maarten until like way after.
Was the accent bad at first?
No. Not noticeable. Bro, take in. Okay, I'm gonna out him. I'm gonna out him in front of everybody, bro. It's not even outing him, but like when he talks to us, I'll put you on like the way he talks to his friends from St. Maarten. It's not even like he's like it's like a complete switch up, like not a different guy, but it's just like it's like speaking a different language, like whole different. But he's like like he's speaking English to them. Like you don't always speak Dutch,
English, but it's
so
down.
different.
It's broken
so
down.
different. The first time was COD
When you
with
join
your
the party,
boys.
when you
Oh
join the
my
party.
god, bro! They literally were like,
You're fucked,
"He's
too.
fucked." They're all fucked. They're like, okay, number one, I'd say like first impression is like maybe your group of boys, whatever, is the bad part. Like, but everyone's
Assholes.
just so loud. No, not even assholes.
no.
They were just loud as fuck. Maybe it's because it was
No,
like the
that
thing.
group
It was
that you joined,
yeah, it was
they're
loud.
loud.
Yeah. But like, they're speaking English like what you and I would say is definitely not English, but they're speaking their English. Honestly, bro, I can't even like put out what they say. Like we joke all the time, like all the fucking time.
I'll never forget that, bro. That was hilarious.
But like, do you know like when you're switching, it's just like mental, I guess.
Just if I call my girlfriend right now,
It's all different.
Just switch.
We don't speak another language, so we'll never know unless we learn another language how that is.
But it's not even another
not even a
language.
language.
That's
I know,
what's so
it's like-
fucked about it.
It's like that's what you can like closely relate it to. I
It's
guess,
the
you know?
closest,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I can't even explain it.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that shit for like years, but when he calls me and like he'll go in like one accent and then switch to the next, it's like what the fuck? Like he'll be like talking to his girlfriend in the background and then come back and speak like Canadian English.
I don't even think about it. It just happens.
Yeah, I know. It's like a switch.
Because I know you won't understand me, so it's just like it just
Yeah,
happens.
you have to. Well, not even not understand because I could piece
You
it.
throw the
I could
shit
piece
out,
a.
You
I
gotta
could
think about it.
No, yeah. I could piece a bit together. Like I'm pretty decent at like translating, like a little bit, like
Not a chance.
not
You're
perfect,
talking
but
like he's speaking like Mandarin or something.
no, it's
kinda
hard. I'm
is,
telling
it
you, bro.
is.
It's
Oh,
hard.
is it?
Like
It kinda
if he was going off, like whatever, it's kind of difficult.
No, but the reason is it's like when you're playing game too. It's different when I'm talking to someone else because you would more understand that. But if I'm playing game,
That's like really
who's there?
short. Yeah.
Someone's behind you. Shit like that in my accent. No, you're not understanding.
Yeah,
Sometimes my
yeah.
girl doesn't even understand me.
Really?
Yeah. So how
Well,
would
she
you?
knows. Fuck. She's been there too. I guess I think girls are like they, it's like more cleaned up English. Would you say?
No, it's just some people on the island.
Some, yeah.
Some. 'Cause
Some are
there's
different.
some people that actually live, like born and live on St. Maarten, talk like you guys. Like
Oh, really?
normal. Because they
Well,
were just
normal
never,
for us, but
yeah, normal.
Yeah,
They were just never in that environment.
yeah,
Just like that's like the rich people, I guess.
yeah, I get that. I was we were talking about like all your new like job opportunities and stuff like that. We've mentioned it in the past, but like aside from like language and like different like when you come here, like you came here when like for school was 2017, right?
Yeah.
And you've been here like it's what on and off,
On
but
and
let's
off.
say like 4 full years you've been here. You've been here for like 6, but it's been like 4 full years.
About 3.5, yeah.
You think so?
About 3.
Even with school?
I went 4 months each year, and then a
You
year
go
and a
back in
half
the
for
summer.
COVID.
Mm.
Oh fuck yeah, COVID too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
So
like
it's about 3.5, 3. around
yeah,
there.
but like even like studying here, right? You feel like from the way you describe St. Maarten is like so different in terms of like pressure on you as like from a career standpoint and from like you like when I speak with you, it's like you express like the same ideas that we do here, not ideas but more like that sense of like pressure and like ability, like it's not ability but like being forced to do something like change the world. And like
no.
back in St. Maarten, like the way you were describing it is like people don't have that like anxiety that comes with that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't really understand what you're saying, but I think I know where you're going. It's like, for me, it's not to change the world, it's more to change the island.
Yeah, yeah.
As in, like, they want us to go away, study, and come back to try and fix what's not good on the island instead of the world, just the
Yeah.
island.
But do you feel like there's like to make it more understandable? I was rambling on, but like, do you feel like there's a heightened sense of like pressure and like from like your surroundings by like society here rather than on the island?
I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I mean, it's way more laid back.
On the island, yeah, that's what
Like
you've been
everything's
telling me
just
that.
easy laws, like buses and shit, transportation, all that shit. But bills, everything, everything's more laid back. Like you
Yeah,
have
that's
monthly bills and shit, right?
Yeah.
We do too, but like, it's not that much pressure.
Yeah, like like our social, like even like our the way we like interact and stuff is very like there's like an underlying meaning. It's very like
it's
there's
like
always
polished.
hidden
It's always,
hidden
like,
agendas, and there's always something going on with like the way we interact with people. And I feel like on the island, like the way you were talking, like we interact with your boys is like it's almost more genuine, if that makes sense.
It kind of is. It's more genuine. Like there's a lot of shit that goes on up here.
Yeah,
That's like, it wouldn't fly down there, kind of, or it's just you. It would just be to look at you like what are you doing?
yeah,
Like,
we have that American influence though. This is how like
yeah.
imagine it's here. It's like imagine there, right, where it's worse. I think personally, but
Yeah. Okay. What's the biggest change you noticed? Like, what was the biggest change for you coming here?
obviously weather, bro.
100%.
Weather, obviously.
Okay,
that's the
aside from
biggest
weather,
change.
that's the biggest one.
People.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think? I would say like living and like cost of living, from what you tell me.
obviously, because I'm alone now,
Yeah.
so it went from 0 to something.
No. Like saying aside from like you like living with your parents at home, like cost of living here and like
You're talking about the cost of living here compared to my island.
yeah,
I mean, here, Toronto
fucked.
it's fucked, man.
yeah, like and like the money you spend. Obviously, the U.S. dollar is like better.
I mean, if I'm here, like let's say average, I'm here. Not bad. If I'm here, I spend about, on average, including bills and everything, not including rent. Let's say $1,000. Let's say I spend $1,000,
Oh, what, like $1,000 a month?
$1,000 a month
Yeah.
for everything except for like rent, just everything else, transportation, food, everything else. In St. Maarten, like $300.
U.S.
About $300 US, maybe even less.
Well, do you think that's the way I interpret it is? Do you think that there's less markup from like grocery stores and shit like that? That's the way I think, and like more market
more.
style.
There should be more.
Like
I think it's less. That's what I think.
There's this thing like in St. Maarten where they say like groceries are expensive, which it kind of is, but a box of chicken in St. Maarten that has like about 24 packs. I mean 24 individual pieces of chicken.
What do you mean,
chicken
like
wings?
like you
Chicken
buy?
wings?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
like a
you buy
box.
it. Yeah.
That's like $10.
Yeah,
Here?
that'd be like fucking $25 at least.
It
Yeah.
depends on the thing too. Like I mean, you can like grow the chickens on the island rather than I have to
Nah, but we
import
don't do that
absolutely
shit.
everything.
We
You
don't
know,
do
but you know
that.
what I mean?
Yeah, I
Like,
know what
Yeah.
you mean, but
yeah,
we don't do
it's
that.
like this is an island, so we have to import absolutely everything. So
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have to import
Yeah.
everything.
it's
Yeah,
just-
that's kind of fucked too. I could see that being higher, but like, I don't know. I just feel like it's like especially that. Do you feel like we talked about this before actually, like sort of being on an island? Obviously, like we're saying, import everything like that. Do you feel like there's somewhat of a disconnect from like the way you're connected with like society in like a city? Like do you feel like being in Toronto like
It's a huge difference, bro.
like do you feel like you're well more connected with like not more connected but like you're more aware of like all these different types of races and cultures? Like there's Chinatown in Toronto, like there's
So where I'm from,
yeah.
luckily that's normal. Like
What do you mean?
my island is like multicultural.
Yeah, but like there's no like is there like any areas?
So there's
Yeah.
like areas like Spanish Town where it's just
Oh,
a bunch
shit.
of like Spanish people, I guess. That speak Spanish. They're from Brazil and stuff.
Oh
Puerto
shit.
Rico, stuff like that. It's like just a strip of Spanish people. Other than that, I don't know. Just
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
all over the place.
Because I believe it's definitely multicultural. It's just like you come here, like it's in Toronto. There's like fucking Chinatown. There's like Brampton. There's a high
Yeah, I know what you
Indian
mean. Though. It's just
population.
an entire
It's like
street.
yeah, it's like a fucking whole like dish, like a region or whatever you want to call it.
And people tend to stay together anyway, right? So
Yeah,
it's kinda
but
how it is.
then again, there's like now with like social media and shit like that, and it's like how the fuck do you get disconnected from anything? You're always around. You're always like seeing everything all the time.
But then at the same time, you can argue that the level of ignorance is skyrocketed because of
Yeah, you can argue that
you
too.
know, just
Yeah,
people
that's
don't
true.
know.
Speaking of social media,
Yeah.
go ahead.
I was gonna say people have access to everything and all information, and then know absolutely nothing.
Yeah, you could say
You
that
know?
too. That's an argument you can make. Speaking of social media, I don't know if you saw Elon Musk bought Twitter. Finally went through that deal.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I don't know how to feel. Like, what do you feel? I know, like, I didn't do a shit ton of research. I know what he bought it for and like some intentions, but like, what do you feel about like a purchase like that, bro? That's like,
Elon Musk is the type of person who does what he wants because he can, and he worked for it, and that's essentially it, and you can't argue that. He did it because he felt like there's a lot of censorship, especially towards...
Yeah.
He posted something today. Something about...
he's been off the wall with his posts, bro.
He tweeted something today saying he needs to equally argue... No. Something about, like, fighting both the far right and the far left equally. You know, that's how...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just piss everybody off, essentially.
Yeah.
You know, let it... The free reign. The Wild West out there.
Yeah,
essentially.
that has to be like one of the biggest purchases in like history, bro. 44.5, I think it was
Billion or
billion.
million?
That's nothing
Billion.
for him, bro.
Yeah.
That's nothing for him.
Well,
This is
he's got like 200 allegedly like 200 and something $billion in net worth, but
He's the richest man on the planet.
all those numbers mean jack shit.
I
Like,
think this is his sixth multi-billion-dollar company.
yeah,
Is
the
it-
Boring
is it right?
Company, SpaceX, Tesla, Twitter, Neuralink. Yeah, there's a lot. That's fucking. It's the reason why he's the richest man in the world, bro.
You
And-
think he's the richest man in the world?
He is.
He is, yeah. He passed
I guarantee
Bezos.
Bezos.
What about those people in like the Middle East that they don't say anything?
I don't
about?
think so, bro. I feel like Elon Musk has a way higher net worth because I don't even think his is 200 billion. I think it's way more.
I just don't understand how his day-to-day is, bro.
Well, he goes into it. Apparently, is like he's fucked. Like he can like he
doesn't have a
explains that.
break?
Yeah, like he said that his lifestyle he wouldn't recommend it to anyone. He says it's the worst way to live. And like, think about all the people that are like, oh, 200 billion, I'd have the best life ever. I'd hire everyone to do it for me. His life is the most stressful. He probably has the most stressful life on the planet.
Probably.
He has Asperger's, isn't that what he has?
Yeah,
Like
that's
a version of that.
yeah.
He and he like even the Joe Rogan podcast and other podcasts I've seen him talk about it. He explained like goes into depth of like his day to day is just ruthless. Like he has no time. He sleeps like 4 hours a day. Like
I think because he does it to himself, honestly.
Yeah, he does it to himself for sure.
Because
But
he doesn't have that much trust in his workers. Well, he does, but
yeah,
if something
you
goes
get,
wrong, he's right there.
yeah, you
Always
get
wants to
a.
be there.
I think you get like a heightened level of like awareness when it comes to like the drawbacks of having like skilled professionals but not you on the project.
Basically that's all
Yeah.
it is.
Like he obviously he works with like the best in the fucking world in some areas, especially SpaceX.
In his head, it's still not him.
Yeah, like he's definitely like always worried and shit like that, and stays like always next level.
He deserves
Like,
it, bro.
stressed.
He's a genius, bro.
But like after a while, it's like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, I would be like,
I want to chill.
fuck this.
I want to chill.
especially with his kid and his wife. Like, yeah, you get to see them sometime, but
Didn't he divorce his wife?
Yeah,
Or aren't
he
they?
did.
Aren't they not
yeah,
together?
they
Yeah,
did.
right.
I'm not
They're
100%
not
sure.
together.
But like, still,
And she says she's living in some poor kind of house, basically.
yeah, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
I
don't
mean, in
believe it.
comparison to the life she was living,
Probably,
I'd say it
of
was
course.
poor too, to be
Probably.
honest.
Probably Miles was a fucking shack compared to all that money. But it's everything comes with like a price, right? It's shit to like say that people would invest, like would love to have that money, but like it comes at such a
It comes with
cost.
a lot.
Yeah, it's actually fucked thinking about it. Like Jeff Bezos too. Have you seen that video of him and Jake Paul and Logan Paul on their yacht and stuff?
I've never
No.
seen that.
So Jeff Bezos' yacht, I'm gonna pull it up right now.
It's probably one of the biggest yachts in the world.
Was it a yacht
I think
from,
it is.
Europe, Netherlands?
I
that yacht?
I don't know if it's from the Netherlands, but it's literally the biggest yacht like ever.
I think that's the yacht. They have to dismantle the bridge in Netherlands.
That's nuts. That's absolutely nuts.
Probably 417 feet long.
When was it built?
I'm
What's
not
that in-
100% sure.
What's that in meters? Well, I got like
Yo, what's
like
that in
200
meters?
and 200
I have
and,
no clue, bro.
and the yacht costs $500 million, so $500 million.
Lord.
I don't know what it is in meters. My phone just died.
What did you say? 100 what? 470.
417 feet.
Your phone just died.
Yeah, bro. Never
It's
charged
like
my shit.
140 meters or something like that. I think
That's fucked.
it's insane. And there's bigger yachts. Did you hear their
Probably is a
people
bigger yacht.
There's people repossessing, Russian yachts. They're like running.
Like wartime.
No, like right
Oh.
now they're repossessing like rich Russian yachts because they're government officials. They're running and they're like they're docking in different countries and they're like repossessing these yachts
Oh shit.
because they don't have a currency at this point. But you know.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked.
Yeah.
I think about that all the time. Like, even Jeff Bezos. Remember how his wife became like the richest woman in the world
Yeah, by divorcing him.
by divorcing him and getting half for like thing. So toxic, but like, that's so fucked. Like bro, he got that back in like literally no time, like months. So you think about. Remember we were talking about like, Elon Musk has a 200 million or billion net worth, like whatever. Think about how Bezos just regenerated that what he lost plus more. Think about that.
But I mean, you see the move his company made in a few years.
Yeah, but still, even though like it took him like Amazon started booming, and then like he lost like
Because
it was half,
he lost
bro.
half, and then
Yeah.
it just came back up.
He was at $80 billion. Now his net worth, I believe, is over 100 and something.
But after her, what did he do? Did he get Prime, like Amazon?
No.
TV, all that?
That was like
was before?
maybe Prime Video, maybe.
Yeah, Prime Video. And
But
stuff
I don't
like
think
that.
Prime Video would have doubled his net worth.
Not even Amazon
There's tons of
TV
shit they're
shit.
doing though.
Yeah,
Like
it
you
is.
can't just say by thing because there's definitely bear shit that they're doing all
They
the
just
time.
increased their prices.
Prime.
$20 Prime now, and then they have a bunch of like other services. Don't they have like Audible too or something?
Yeah.
Which you
Audible's
also have
another
to
one.
pay for.
$20 from how much?
It's $99 for a year of Prime now, up from $80.
Imagine how many people are subscribed to that.
Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, bro. I talk about on last episode. I went on a little rant about Prime Video, and how fucking
Yep.
it's absolutely ridiculous that you have to pay for a Prime membership that comes with Prime Video, and then you have to pay to rent
You
videos.
know me, bro. I do not deal with
Oh
subscription,
my God,
bro.
bro.
I do nothing.
So it's not.
That's respectable.
No, it's very hush hush though. We can't talk
Very
about
hush
it.
hush.
I don't
Can't
know
talk
what
about it.
I don't know what you're talking
Can't
about.
talk
So
about it.
Apple Music, Amazon Prime, what else? Hulu you have to pay for now,
All
right?
the Adobe apps,
Disney, all
Disney
the
Plus,
Adobe apps.
Netflix.
I'm not paying for that.
He's just finessing them, bro.
I'm not paying for it.
It's a little difficult.
Respectable.
It's a little difficult because you got some security issues, but
Yeah, and
It's worth.
It's gonna take up time to do it, but
it's worth.
it's worth it.
But the biggest thing for me with that shit is like, I kind of just don't want to have to worry about it.
I know what you mean. It's
Yeah.
a convenience.
Yeah, it's the convenience that I literally say just take the money.
Same thing with the music. It's the
Yeah.
convenience of just going on your phone and just typing in a song.
That's true.
Yeah.
I agree. Some of it's worth it. Some of it's not. Like you're saying. I hate renting things.
Yeah, because
hate-
you don't own your music, but I do.
That's yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what. But like, the biggest switch from Apple Music to Spotify for me was like, Spotify like deserves my money. You know what I mean by that? Like, I feel like Apple Music doesn't deserve my subscription like money.
Even though you're that invested in like,
Yeah, they
still-
don't deserve my subscription money. You know why? Because like Spotify, I feel just by like the user interface and like and the way it operates and its connectivity with like all different devices and stuff, I feel like Spotify is so much more like not important, but like it gets the
Intuitive.
yeah, and it's like it's designed for music for everyone. Like it's designed for music. It's not designed as like a division of something greater. Like Apple Music is
I
it's
know
for
what you mean.
music. What?
I know what you mean.
But
But
Apple's
yeah, but like
that.
I know it's like that, but like Apple has like all that shit that it just bothers me. Like
Yeah.
podcast, music, iTunes, like books,
have to do that,
Apple
though.
books and shit. I know, but like
Their philosophy is we create these things and we want to make them the best that they can be in their ecosystem and things. That's why, for example, if you listen to Tim Cook talk, he's like, "Well, why doesn't the iPad have a calculator app?"
yeah,
Well, it's because
exactly.
we don't have.
Yeah.
It's because we can't. We haven't released one and made one the best it can be for iPad, and it's like that's stupid.
So stupid.
That's
the
the
same
dumbest
thing.
thing.
Why
That's
is
what I'm-
that? Why is that laptop not touchscreen?
But then
Yeah,
The
exactly.
then-
iPad's dead.
But then they come
Exactly.
up. Then they come up with things, and Apple Music in comparison to other streaming services, sucks. The interface is
It actually
hard.
does.
It's like not as intuitive to use. Random things everywhere. Whatever.
Yeah,
I
not
don't
as
know. Apple
not
TV,
as like.
you have to pay for things like.
Oh my
like
god, Apple
Amazon
TV is another
Prime.
one. Yeah.
iCloud is decent. Like Apple Mail is whatever, but it's nothing compared to Outlook.
Or
know?
Google Chrome or Gmail. Sorry.
Like it's they claim it's
That's
the
why,
best,
like,
but it's not.
I think maybe it's because we have a heightened sense of like like we're like just slightly technologically more savvy than like I would say the average person. Yeah.
The average person.
I'll say than the average person. You pick up on the little things that like make Google Chrome a better browser, that make Spotify a better streaming service, that make fucking thing we were just saying, Gmail a better email, like a Hotmail type of thing.
I'm gonna disagree with Google Chrome, but that's just me.
You like Safari better than Google Chrome?
1,000%.
Safari's really good, bro.
And
I don't know
the
about that
only
one,
thing
Chief.
is there's just certain sites that crash on Safari or just don't work as good as Google Chrome, but Safari all the
Google
way.
Chrome, the reason why I like it more is the ability to customize and the home screen being
You can do that now
what?
with Safari.
you can do that with Safari, yeah. And on my
not know that.
computer, I
And I
have
call myself technologically savvy.
I have
Keep going.
Firefox.
I
That's
think that's
old.
better than Google Chrome,
It is.
to be honest.
It is.
Firefox?
Yes, it is.
Significantly.
No, bro.
It is.
No, bro.
Firefox is really good.
What about Internet Explorer?
I prefer
shit, bro.
I mean,
The
Internet
new one
Explorer's
they're
the
doing
worst.
is not bad. Edge.
Oh yeah.
It's
I
not
just
bad.
it's built off of Chromium, so it's like kind of like just Google Chrome anyway.
Yeah.
But that's the problem. You want us to avoid that. It just eats RAM on your computer.
does it?
Yeah, it
It
does.
just demolishes my computer. It's like holy shit. Like
you gotta force quit.
Well, I
it all
use
the time.
Safari because I have all Mac, and then I have Google Chrome on my PC. Or
What do you mostly use then?
On here, I use both, sort of, but like mostly Google Chrome.
he uses things without an ad blocker? You know
Yeah,
that?
I don't use an ad blocker.
You're a psychopath.
Why?
I mean, I don't use an ad blocker.
Oh
either.
my! How?
He should be. If anyone
I
should be
should
using,
need
if
it.
anyone should be
Hold
using an ad blocker,
You
it's
have a
him.
VPN? Like, you have any?
No.
Oh my!
Oh my, he should be. They're coming out his door, bro. He should be using that shit.
I need one. It's
How do
annoying.
you? Okay, let me ask you a question. How are you not annoyed with just
Does
like
ad blocker prevent ads on YouTube as well?
yeah everything?
Yeah, I knew that, but like
But
I
it's
don't.
just like I'm scrolling through a site and I have 9 million things popping up, especially when you're like
Yeah, like when they're
for
all, like,
example,
on
when
the
you
sides
Google
and
something,
shit.
right? When you Google something that isn't on 9 to 5 Mac, you know that website?
Yeah,
It's the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
site
yeah.
that always comes up. If you click any other article, it's pop-up video from the bottom right corner of the screen. Some bullshit's popping up in the middle. I got ads, bro. $3.99 on the App Store. I bought ad blockers on my iPad. Best purchase of my
Is it a
life.
subscription?
Nope. That's why I bought it. It was $4. Bought the ad blocker. Nothing.
Yeah, no, I should
No.
try. I should try it out.
It's fantastic.
I feel like it would help, but like,
Doesn't bother me.
yeah, I don't
It
get
irks me. I
cheese.
don't know, it
The only
irks
thing I
me.
get cheese maybe YouTube ads, but other
I
than
just
that,
hate that. That's
Yeah.
the only thing I hate.
that's like the only one I would say.
Because I don't even notice it now. It just blocks out. The only thing I notice is those pop-up ads that put me into a next tab. That's annoying.
No, you want to know what's starting to bother me? YouTube starts to hit me with 3 advertisements before a video
you're
now.
unlucky.
That's why it's starting to piss me off.
Yeah, they do
because-
like 1, 2, 3, and if
because I'm now hit with a 15-second ad, and then a 5-second unskippable ad, and then another 15-second ad. So I'm sitting there for 35 seconds watching ads.
take a step back and taking how far we've come from like commercials,
Yeah.
not unskippable commercials.
I always say that.
That are
These
like-
children these days are spoiled.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 8
Yeah.
to 10 minute commercials.
That's true.
Take that in. Like an episode. The only reason I know this because an episode of Family Guy is 21 minutes, and the time slot is
30 minutes.
30 minutes. So it's 9 minutes of commercials, and I think it's like 3 or 4 in between at like 3 minutes, right? So like 3 straight minutes of commercials, and now it's like I gotta wait 35 seconds. Like you
But
see how far?
That's different though. Like with YouTube ads, they're telling me about Grammarly and shit and stupidness like
stupid.
that.
Well, I think it's just a different like companies that are paying these like YouTube for ads.
But if you're on Nickelodeon, watching a Nickelodeon show, you get Nickelodeon commercials on.
yeah, that's true.
shows,
They're designed per the
movies,
network.
and-
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's better.
Do you scroll through Twitter still, or
I don't even have Twitter.
do you scroll through Twitter?
Occasionally.
If you scroll through Twitter, they have tweets that are sponsored, like
Oh,
Instagram.
Instagram
They're
too, yeah.
ads,
Yeah, Instagram has
and they have ads before people. If you upload a clip to Twitter, they might stick an ad in front of it.
Oh, really?
Spotify gives users the ability, and I don't know if it's actually available for us, but Spotify gives users the ability to throw ads at the beginning and in the middle point of their podcast automatically, but it's built into the audio file, so you can't skip it. Like you can skip it. You have to skip the track. You can't skip the ad.
Spotify's great though.
Yeah.
It was only podcast though. It's only podcast.
Well, YouTube is like that too. YouTube is like, if you watch like an hour-long podcast or 2-hour-long podcast, you'll probably run into like 3-4 ads at least, like in between.
Have you ever
not just at the beginning?
Have you ever sat there and watched like the old Star Wars movies they play during like all the holidays? There's just random cuts, bang, fucking
commercials.
Every 10 minutes is a commercial.
So you watch all the Star Wars movies?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
You never have?
I'm not watching them, man.
Why? You don't like it?
Nope. I'm not watching them.
Like you're talking about this guy's fucking Darth Vader himself. Like he's a fucking big nerd energy.
I'm big Star Wars guy.
Oh, man.
I respect the decision.
It's worth though. I will say that. Regardless if you like sci-fi or not, I think it's just worth to watch. Maybe not all 9 or how many. There's fucking more than 9, but like
9 movies
all 9 episodes.
Yeah. There's so much. There's just too much content.
What would you say? Well, if you were telling somebody who was watching this right now, what episode would you say that they would watch?
Go watch the original one from
4.
Go watch 4, 5, 6.
4, 5,
When did
6.
that come out?
1974.
1974.
That's why you have to watch them. You have to get past the whole. Oh, this
old. Sucks. Yeah, you have to get past
like,
that. It's
I
old.
can't do that.
That's the thing. You have to get past that. It's old. And then it's like, oh, okay, this isn't awful. And then you get to the new ones where like, oh, this is 2001. These look a little bit better, but these still kind of suck. So,
Then you're
go ahead.
So then you're like crazy right now. Is what's going on, like on Apple TV and stuff.
wait, what's going on with Apple TV?
What's it called? The Mandalorian.
Oh,
Yeah.
Disney,
Disney Plus.
That stuff, yeah, I'm all caught up
And
on that.
Boba Fett too.
And there's a
Book
new
of
one
Boba
coming out in
Fett.
a month.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that one.
Have you watched? This is something actually you should watch if you haven't watched. Have you watched Dune?
Yeah, I did.
I did not watch it yet.
What do you
The
think?
movie's kind of slow,
The
but
slowest.
the production is crazy.
Wow. It's fucked.
It is.
So
The
like
movie's slow, but yeah, it's good.
it got great ratings. I think it's like 94% on Metacritic and then like 83% on Rotten Tomatoes. I tried watching it, but of course you have to pay to rent it.
On Apple TV?
You have to pay.
I have to pay. So then I looked on fucking how to stream it illegally. Come find me.
And then you never did it.
No, because I was too lazy. Everyone that is like really fit, like inclined and like knowledgeably, is very knowledgeable in like film, like knows a lot about film and like composition and visual effects and like everything, is like raves about Dune. Like they love
was
Dune.
good.
It is,
really good.
but it is very slow though.
It is. I mean, the storyline's not bad. I just didn't like how it ended, because obviously, well, I can't say anything if everyone never watched it. But
I don't give a shit.
part 2 obviously has to come.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't really like it. But yeah, the production was crazy.
Yeah, but I hate people who like shit on it because they don't. Not that they don't understand, but it's not. Obviously, it's not for everyone.
No, it's
Because it's very slow. Again, it's very very slow. Like the plot, the way it progresses, it's a long movie. It's you have to be.
If it wasn't for the production, I'd
Yeah,
probably stop it after.
visually stunning though.
Yeah,
It is.
How long was the movie? Like 3 hours?
it's long.
Was
Yeah.
it like Lord of the Rings?
I don't
type?
know exactly.
Yeah.
3 hours, about 3 hours.
Oh my
Yeah.
lord.
It's about 3 hours. But it's one of those things. Timothy Chalamet plays a fucking sick role in it. So does Zendaya. Let me see how long it
I
was.
thought he was taking Zendaya from Tom Holland, bro. Honestly,
It was
it's about
2 hours and 35 minutes.
Yeah, 115 minutes.
Yeah, 83 on Rotten Tomatoes, 8.1 on IMDb.
You actually look at those?
We talked about this actually last week. I talked about it with Mark. They're going to say what they want. They're not going to say how you're going to like it. So I don't refer to those of if I should go watch it or not. I just think like,
That means something. Still,
yeah,
at least.
means something. Like if they give it a fucking 5% or 17 like they gave Morbius, means something. Right? It means a little bit. But I don't think like these like online critics are
They're not horrible. They need to change them.
They're not great sources.
Anybody could be an online critic.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Remember. I don't
But IMDb is very trusted actually.
remember IGN. You ever know what IGN is?
Yeah, that's the gaming
Gaming one,
yeah.
right?
Dude, they're criticized.
suck?
If you go and look at their Instagram comments, the worst. Everyone's just
But
giving it
it's
to them.
different though, because those
They review
it's
everything.
too much. Yeah, it's too much for them.
Yeah,
That's why.
they review everything. It's like movies, TV shows, games, fucking a board game. I'm gonna review my friend's soccer match.
And it's not only that. Like they review one movie, like let's say Spider-Man 1, off of 40 books.
Yeah.
So it's like no, that's a horrible critic.
Worst.
Sometimes it can get a little iffy when you're, especially new movies, because like obviously no one's watched it yet. But even old movies, it's like this movie was amazing. They give it this rating, and sometimes it's justified, but it's not. But it's good to like kind of see. I guess you have like a frame of reference. I kind of want to talk about moving to our next topic. I want to talk about a little bit about why. Why do you said that it was about monetization for Elon Musk? But I kind of wanted to about him buying.
Oh no, I think it's more of like he wants to like it's like free speech and shit.
Oh, sorry, free speech, not monetization. Like free speech and being able to say what you want, both. But I think like I wanted to come on here and say it because I really think that this is a long-term play for crypto.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get into the depths of crypto, but I do really think that Twitter is like a big source of info. And like, there's a lot to happen with crypto in the future. I'm not saying it's gonna fucking change the world and all these conspiracies of how we're gonna move forward with it. But I do think there already has been a bit of progress on Twitter. If that's literally the biggest social media platform that it's shown progression on, right? So like in terms of info and mint dates and like drops and everything, there's been like the most on Twitter. I do think slightly that this is a big play like for the future. And I don't know if he came public about it, but they've made like a lot of like interface changes that go along with being thing, like changing your like your display picture to like an NFT and all that shit. Like
That was before you bought it, right?
Yeah. It was
Yeah,
before.
that's what I'm saying. It was now it's been on the rise. So like you've seen like some progression in like that change over to like this might be just a crypto information app. Like
You think so?
not just that, but I feel like that's a big future
I don't know. You
You
just
crypto
gotta
guy?
see.
possibility.
No, I'm not NFT. I'm not crypto.
I know he.
I explored it for a little. It's very difficult to understand. I'll give you that.
Which?
Crypto, like the whole concept of cryptocurrency
Crypto?
and
Not
mining.
really. It's not that. The mining part is.
Yeah, a lot of that
That's a
stuff, and like getting it, being able to wrap your head around like how it actually all works, and like what a blockchain is, and
Yeah, that.
how to verify transactions and things, and what an actual like decentralized like form of currency like is, right? Like it's difficult to understand. I did like a lot of research. I probably did like anywhere from 30 to 40 hours of solid research between YouTube videos and
But you
articles.
invested, right?
I have slightly, yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very little.
I think.
But
I think it's a waste of time and money.
a lot of people do, and you know
Not
who does the most? Our parents obviously don't think it's like even something. Like they don't even think it's real.
They're on a system that ran for 100 years. Like.
Yeah.
So it's not. They're not gonna.
But I don't defend that system either. I just think there's other. I don't know. I think this is more of a fad. Like it's like dumb things are happening. Like
Yeah.
we're in a time period where it's like again, you can say the same thing about stocks don't exist. It's exactly the same thing. They don't exist. It is what it is. But it's like you're releasing this currency and people are just doing all this research and this and that, and with the level of misinformation on the internet, it's just like anybody can do whatever they want, anybody can make and say whatever they want, and it's just like it's becoming too big of a thing to just like go in, learn, do your thing. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be like
I think this is the way I think of
profitable
it.
market. It's
I understand where
supposed
he's
to be,
coming from.
You know. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Every other day there's a new one coming out. So it's
Yeah.
like,
I get it. It's difficult to like understand and like to buy into, like to be able to like
yeah.
commit to it. But the way I think, the reason why I actually have like just this conspiracies aside of like what's gonna happen in the future, the reason why I have just a slightest bit of faith in it, like just a 0.01% of faith, is that like my grandparents don't use credit cards. Think about that for a second. That reoccurring thought is what keeps me just not necessarily invested, but guessing.
So I'm gonna debate you for a second.
Yeah.
So maybe you can relate to this. I don't know which side you're gonna be on, but we grew up Italian, and let me tell you, the hardest heads ever, Italians. That's just the way it is. Nothing's gonna ever change. If it's like we grew up a certain way, we're ever changing. Like we can adapt to that. Parents' generation, grandparents' generation, not in the slightest. I know my way, it works. This is the way I want to do it. It can be as simple as we had this conversation. Making sausage, it was the biggest battle in the world.
Yeah.
I couldn't do anything. I literally went to culinary school. I did all this kind of stuff. Let's try this instead. No, I know my way. The hardest heads in the world. Okay, sounds good. You think they're gonna go and use credit cards, but then you compare it to an average like white. You have any like other like actual like white Canadian? It's like 7th generation Canadian. Those like that kind of white people. Their grandparents are fucking texting each other. Take that in. Their grandparents are texting their grandkids. Oh, let me text my nonna. Or let me text my grandmother. Sorry. My grandmother can't even write her first name.
Yeah.
That's all she knows how to write. Sorry.
Yeah.
She can't even do anything else. Like, you know.
Yeah.
I understand.
No, I get you. I get where you're coming from. I
I
feel
get
like
where both of you are coming from.
yeah.
Like
But
if your grandparents like don't use credit cards today, and it's booming.
yeah.
So like imagine crypto.
That's
no
what I'm
one
saying.
uses it right
like it's just a
now.
possibility for me.
Yeah, I mean, there's no problem to invest into it. What are you losing? You're not really losing anything. You're just taking a chance.
Yeah, especially if it's like money. Yeah, it has to be money you're willing to lose to zero.
NFT's a scam.
NFTs. Listen,
That is a scam.
like the way I feel about NFTs is like if it's a scam, it's a scam, but it's a fucking crazy. If you can connect with like I think of it as like stepping up to plate with baseball. You're gonna swing a million times. You're gonna miss 999,999 times, and you hit that fucking home run. It's over.
Yeah.
You fucking hit big, like large.
Okay, but it's like you.
It's like the lottery. It's like the
you
lottery.
walking into, the Jays pitcher's pitching at you. Then, if that's the case, that's the
Not
comparison.
necessarily.
You've never played baseball in your life, and the pitcher from the Blue Jays is throwing fastballs at you. You're not hitting nothing.
No, but this is the difference. At like, not to keep on with the analogy, but I think like you have the ability to make the odds go in your favor by doing a shit ton of research. Although it's not, it's easier to make money off of an NFT than it is to win the lottery. So right there, it piques a lot of people's interests because a lot of fucking people play the lottery.
Well, that's the reason.
Exactly, but think of if your odds are less, or your odds are higher of making money off of an NFT rather than making money out of the lottery. Obviously, it's more money in the lottery, but it's a stupid comparison. But what I'm trying to get at is like people take those odds and they run with them because you can actually do enough research to maybe make some money, and tons of people have.
But now,
tons of people have.
But what about exactly what he said, where it's like, where what you said, sorry, where it's like, oh, the lottery. Well, it's like nobody knows. If people listen or look at what an NFT is, like, oh, that's stupid. Why would I ever do that? Every day people are joining this thing, and then in 5 and 10 years, it's gonna be like the lottery again, where you have a bunch of people.
It's hard to predict. It's very, very, very hard to predict.
That's nothing to predict, bro. It's a scam. It's a money laundering scam.
You don't like. I feel like you're right. I feel like in many ways you're right, but it's very hard to like. Obviously, we're fucking talking about predicting the future, which is very, very difficult because things might change. The way it's like, the way the whole operation functions might change, and who knows? It's very difficult to like understand, especially because it's not centralized. Like the whole concept of it being decentralized, which means like it's not like by a bank or by the government.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, who's policing this thing?
It's tiny, like the blockchain. I'm not gonna go into because I'm not 100% sure. But like the blockchain is basically the government that it's like a form of records that shows everything that you can't lie about. Like you can't lie about transactions. You can't lie about who owns this, who owns that. But now, you can't make this shit up.
The thing is, why I think it's a scam is because it's the same thing like the art industry, where you sell a painting.
Yeah.
Like that to me is a money laundering scam too.
Oh, 100%.
I can paint a picture of a banana and sell it for $2 million.
It's all interpretive. I know it gets very tossy turny with like how people interpret and what's value, what has actual value. Yeah, I know.
And
same thing with
it's difficult.
I can put up a picture of this table and sell it for $10,000.
Yeah, it's difficult.
And
who's gonna question that?
And the whole transaction, you can lie on transactions.
Yeah.
People do it all the time.
Not on thing. You can't. It's recorded.
In a bank.
No. I'm saying like blockchain, like cryptocurrency, like trade. Like I'm telling you, this you can't change the coding. It cannot be changed. I guarantee. I bet my life it can't be. There's people that verify. There's people that spend their lives verifying it, like the transactions are proper. Like you cannot change it.
But what do we gain from that? You know.
What?
I'm sitting there. I'm gonna make sure this. What do I gain from that? Like, what do these people gain from making sure that this is right?
Money. They're hired by companies.
And then you don't think there's corruption there?
No.
Or it's like they have...
No, you can't. I'm telling you, it's like the way it was described to me through like I was a couple different articles and like whatever YouTube video explaining it, a couple YouTube videos. It cannot be changed. Like it just can't. Like it's cannot be changed. It can't be hacked. It can't be none of that bullshit.
No,
it's hard to believe. What?
No, that's a lie.
If that's a fucking lie, that's a lie. But as of right now, it cannot be changed.
In a world where...
At least I believe it.
Yeah,
maybe it is.
That's what I mean.
But I strongly believe that it cannot be changed.
In a world we live in where companies know
world.
more about you than you do...
Yeah, I know,
like,
I know.
There's no... Do you
Like
understand how
algorithms and
exposed...
stuff.
Do you understand how exposed you are on the internet?
Oh yeah, I have my fucking.
No, like,
social,
do you really like? I don't think people actually realize
I
how
always do
exposed they are.
Yeah,
Where
my
it's
phone
like,
number, my address, everything's on.
Not
there.
even that. Your purchases, your thinking patterns, what you're buying,
Yeah.
what you're doing, where you're going.
Thing does a really good episode on that Black Mirror. I would say
Like,
watch it.
And here's the thing. That's like dumbed down for people to see. You know.
Yeah.
Think about it, where it's like if your purchases can predict what you're gonna do in a year and a half. You know, just at a grocery store. They know what flyers to send you. They know what ads to show you. This whole thing about them listening or not listening.
Yeah,
I understand. I would understand that.
You think someone listens to your calls, or listens to you through your phone?
They can, but I'm a nobody, bro. Who cares? Like,
That's what I'm saying.
You're not a nobody though. You want to know why?
No, there's a difference between ads and like the FBI listening into my phone.
No, not FBI. Like algorithm based.
Yeah, product placement stuff like
Shit
that.
like that. You think they listen to your phone? To your.
I
Yes,
can tell
bro.
you they are.
You think so?
You know how bad it is?
You can go to Google. My brother did it. You can go to Google right now and you can download all of your audio. You have Google Homes? You have
Google Home?
Yeah.
No.
You have a Google Home inside?
No.
You have a Google Home?
No.
You have Google products, anything? I have a Google Home.
I have a Google Chrome.
It's plugged into my fucking wall. Dude, you can go and download all of your audio recordings. It just automatically takes from you.
But that's a Google Home. Aside from a Google Home?
Anything with a microphone.
No, I don't know about that one. Jeez, that's
I'm telling you, that's just the Google Home itself.
That's because it's always listening for you to say, "Hey Google."
Yeah.
But that's like the excuse they give. No, but they also use that information. They have this giant file, and then my brother sat there just listening to himself talk. Either like he's gaming with his friends on Discord, so he's listening to old conversations from 9 months ago.
Holy fuck.
That he downloaded
That's spooky,
into
bro.
this file.
You know,
What
there's
I
probably
mean?
something in terms and services where it's like they
Can't say shit.
don't look at it and like they don't listen to it or whatever.
Yeah, when you
It's
accept
just stored.
terms and conditions, nobody reads that shit.
Nobody does. That's how they fuck you, bro.
Yeah, that's how they get you. They just because it's like 12 pages. Like who's
Yeah,
the
it's like
fuck's
accept, bro. I'm
fuck
not
that.
even-
I want to talk like when you mentioned we make sausage and shit as like Italians and all that. Pause. Yo, we said at the same time. I want what's something in like on the island that like is traditional, whether making food or an event or something like traditional. Like
Okay, so you
think
probably know
of
it says fried dumplings, but it's Johnny cake and ribs.
what the fuck? Do you have
Googling it.
yeah,
I'm
Googling
Hold
it.
on.
Johnny cake and ribs.
So it's fried dumplings, I think. But there's a lot of food though. There's a lot.
But that's like the most signature. Like
So right now it's carnival. And
carnival's
right
how
now,
long?
A few weeks. That's it.
Right here.
Yeah.
Let me see Johnny cake and fucking ribs.
That's just the Johnny cake. Just fried.
What's inside there? Oh, nothing. Just dough.
Nothing, just dough.
What does it taste like? Sweet or savory?
Sweet, I guess.
No way.
It just tastes good, bro.
Do you put shit on it?
Barbecue sauce.
Oh, so it's savory. It's like a meal. It's like a fucking
Just splatter everything with barbecue
with
sauce.
ribs.
Ribs and Johnny cake in a tray.
But like it's like Johnny cake and
great.
ribs, like actual ribs.
Yeah, ribs.
Oh, okay. It's not like
I love that. I absolutely love that when just everything's plopped into a tray or a plate.
It's just a tray and then
go
you
eat
just...
Oh,
Fuck, eh?
that's the best.
that's actually
That's literally
fucked.
the best.
But carnival, there's like next shit that happens all the time.
What do you mean? Like
When there's like food.
Yeah, there's
like
a lot
vendors
of
and
food,
stuff?
A lot. It's like about 100. It's
taking
like in a
place-
village.
it's taking
It's
place
not
now?
a village. It's like it's right now.
Why
Is
are
it
you
more
not
like a
back?
It's halfway through.
Why are you not back? Why are you not there?
I wish, but
You
I
gotta
got,
stay
I got
here,
stuff
bro.
to do.
Fair enough.
You gotta stay here.
I have to.
No, it's sick though. I'd love to like come for carnival one time. That'd be fucking dope.
You should. Why not?
Yeah, that'd be so sick. It's like a party all the time, no?
It is.
Yeah, that's what everybody says.
It is. It is.
But is there like a lot of nightlife?
Yeah.
I'd assume that's what it would just only be. You know,
No, I feel like there's a
it's
lot of daytime
daylight.
too.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
I mean, like
not skiing. Fried.
skiing.
Wakeboarding,
Oh shit,
Oh,
that sounds dope.
that's awesome.
jet
sounds dope.
skiing, canoeing.
Yeah, a lot
like
of
all
water
water
stuff.
sports.
Yeah,
Yeah.
water sports basically.
Yeah, that's so sick.
Four wheeling.
Oh,
That's
On the
normal
sand?
Here, I guess you can do it on like.
Yeah, I'm
beach and
fucking
stuff.
yeah. That's sick.
I've done that in Dominican. The dune buggies and
oh,
shit.
really?
So fun.
I think we're gonna end it there for today.
That's it.
That was awesome. Thank you guys for coming on the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Another episode 46 down in the books. If you're watching the RTF podcast, episode 46, check out the links in the description on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter is all down below. If you're listening to the podcast, check out the podcast on YouTube in full video. That was it for us again. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And that was episode 46. We refreshed your feed so you didn't have to. Peace out.